I got scammed by Alphalete, or so I thought. Just a little story time. So I can give out this free game so that you guys don't make the same mistakes that I did. Um, Taking you guys back to 2022, I was beginning really to take off. My gym progress was really getting there. My physique was going crazy. I was posting consistently. I was trying to live that influencer life. I began getting some traction on the algorithm, and I really thought, like, this is what I'm gonna do. I was really excited, and things were just looking great for me. And I started reaching out to a bunch of companies, looking for a company to really just take a shot on me, give me a clothing sponsor or a supplement sponsor, just like everybody else wants, right? You want to be able to live that influencer lifestyle and that be your job. It'd be so sick to get paid to look good. That's everybody's dream. That wants to be a fitness influencer, of course. So like I said, I began posting so consistently. Everything was starting to take off. I had about 30,000 followers at this point. I started messaging every brand possible. Anyone that you can think of that I actually liked. And so then I got an email this one day. I remember it like it was yesterday. It said Alphalete. Everyone who knows Alphalete is such a huge brand. I was so juiced to even have gotten an email from Alphalete. Or at least so I thought it was Alphalete. Biggest mistake I could have ever made was not reading the email address that was fully sent to me. I didn't go through it completely, letter by letter. They pretty much copied the email of one of the people in charge of like the influencers and stuff like that. It was a recruiter. But they changed one letter. That's what they made their email. So to me, when you read it and you just glance over it quickly, it looks 100% like that person's email. Come to find out, it was not Alphalete. And the worst part is, so they sent me an email saying that we want to give you a sponsorship. We want to give you clothes and this amount of money every month, and what is required of me in terms of posting and all those things. It looked so official. I'm telling you, this email looked so official. It was insane. So then I start filling out all the paperwork because it was like, we need your tax information for us in order to establish this business relationship, this partnership. And then on top of that, it was an NDA as well. So like I said, everything I thought was so official. I was trying to do all this stuff by myself. I was kind of keeping it solo. And yeah, so I filled out the tax information, and I even included my social security number, which was on the paper that it was saying that it required. This is where things took a complete wrong turn. They ended up sending me another email after I sent everything in, and they said, thank you. Now all we need you to do is go get a gift card from, it was like a CVS or some store, and send it to them so that they can pay for the photo shoot out here and that they would reimburse me. The minute I heard gift card and sending it to them, I 100% knew it was a scam, and I completely freaked out. I instantly called my parents and was like, yo, I thought it was Alphalete. I gave them my social security number. Like, what am I going to do? I literally gave them all my information, where I live, everything. And looking back on it, I felt so dumb afterwards. I was literally so caught up in the moment, in the excitement of, oh my God, this brand just reached out to me. I'm going to be the next influencer, and this is going to be my life, and I'm going to get paid to look good, and that's not what happened. I let that excitement cloud my judgment and just keep myself from really looking into things, as you should, before you give up any sensitive information like your social security number or your home address and things like that. And that's what the point of this video is if you're somebody who's looking to be an influencer or have partnerships and things like that, make sure you're really doing your research on who's sending you the email and who you should be expecting an email from. And like I said, read every single letter that's on that email address, because all it was for me was one letter. They switched one letter and that was a completely different person. And when you glance over it quickly, it blends right in and you won't even notice. It'll be somewhere in the middle. And the more I started looking at that afterwards, I started realizing different times I would get emails after, like after this situation going forward, I started noticing how many people were trying to get me like that. And it's crazy that I had to learn this way, but I literally had to go put a freeze on my social security number and all of that. I had to notify all my banks and just make sure that no loans or anything was being taken out in my name, in my credit, and just making sure nothing was happening with me, because people can go and pull out a loan in your name, not pay it, and it kills my credit, not theirs. So this was like a huge mistake for me. Like I said, I was young, dumb, excited, and like I said, the point of the video is just so you guys don't make the same mistakes I did. If this is the type of line that you want to go down, or even if it's just partnerships in general going forward in your life, you never know what type of partnership you might end up making, and certain information might be required. But it's just a matter of just doing your research and double checking who you're giving that information to before you actually give it to them. Because like I said, I didn't double check until after I caught on to the whole scam when they asked for the gift card. That was one of the biggest mistakes I've ever made. And luckily, nothing ever happened of it. I had to freeze my my credit for about 2 years. I couldn't take out any loans or anything like that. Luckily, I was still living at home. I didn't have anything that I needed to pull a loan out for. So that was great for me. But like I said, that is not something that you want to deal with. That can cause huge problems. And if they ruin your credit, it could be a pain in the ass to try to fix. I don't even know exactly if you can fully fix that. But just make sure you protect yourselves and just really do your research and really try to hop on the phone with a recruiter or whoever you're in contact with and really make sure it's that person. This person was calling. They were from another country. It was crazy. I felt so dumb and just bamboozled and felt really down on myself because I was like, man, I really thought I was this person, but I'm not him. That's literally what I felt like. I was like, I'm not him. I'm not good enough yet to be responded to by Alphalete. That's kind of how I felt. But all love to Alphalete. Like I said, it wasn't Alphalete who screwed me over, so it's not like I hate Alphalete or anything like that. Yes, this was like a story I was always so embarrassed to talk about, but here it is. I figured it's a major learning lesson, not only for me, but possibly for anyone out there who ends up seeing this. If your route is wanting to be an influencer or a fitness person or even just anything, any niche that you want, if you're going to be posting content and want partnerships, definitely do your research. But with that being said, if you guys have any questions about it, I would love to go in further detail. But I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.